having female. Well,
yeah, this was the first time that I can remember where I was asked to come into an important game as a substitute. So I did a lot of thinking over the last few days, and obviously as a competitor, nobody wants to do that. You always want to start. But I wanted to make sure that I was focusing on the positive, and getting down about it or being upset about it does you no good. I care about this team winning. I told Bob during the week too that when I was younger I cared about scoring, I cared about how I played, and if the team won it was great too, but those were the things that were primarily on my mind. Those days are long gone. I just want to be a part of a team that wins, and if the team had gone out tonight and won 4-0 and I didn't get in the game, I'd be equally as happy as I am right now. Well, me personally, I feel great because I've not played a lot in the last stretch. So over the last 2 weeks, I have a lot less miles on my legs. So that's a big benefit for me heading into the final. For a lot of guys, it's difficult, and it's going to be difficult, and there's got to be a real emphasis on getting yourself ready as fast as possible, getting yourself recovered. And the reality is once you step on the field for a final, the adrenaline's going, you're going to be able to get through it. But we got to make sure we do a good job of enjoying this, getting past it, and then being ready for what comes Saturday.
Just like playing anybody else, you go out, try to win the game. That doesn't change. Whether or not you have family or friends on the other team, you're going to go out and try your best to win. So it doesn't matter. Just been saying how's things going, how's your family going, what are your plans after the Gold Cup. It's not really really joking that much about what's going to happen in the game. Obviously he wants to do well, I want to do well, and whoever wins will win.
They're a good team, but it's totally different than last time. It's a totally different team. I think me and Robbie Rogers are the only guys, on this team that were on that team. So totally different group, and I think we're a lot better prepared this time around, and I expect a really good game.
Finals don't come around every day, and maybe I know that a little bit better than anybody, having missed the Gold Cup final and the Confederations Cup final. So, as a player, you want to play in big games, and you want to test yourself at the highest level. And there's no bigger stage than a final against Mexico. So on that end, I know everybody in our camp is excited, and can't ask for a better opportunity.
We're headed over to do Sports Center at LA Live, right in the shadows of the Staples Center. Being back here it's great. When we flew in on the plane, I passed over my hometown. I could see it when we flew in, so that was pretty cool. Just excited to be back. Sunshine, no humidity, perfect 75 degrees. I mean, it doesn't get much better than this, really. Now going to do Sports Center with TH here. Can't complain about today. Well, we heard you guys cater with Ketsuya. Is that true?
That may have been a little bit of a lie.
It's easy now. It's just kind of part of the job. But years back when you first go on, it's kind of daunting, but pretty cool spot.
Whatever they're showing will be on here, whatever's on air.
Can mine be turned down a little bit?
Yeah. Is it really loud?
In my ear, it's loud.
As players on the team, we don't have the luxury of worrying too much about what other people say, good or bad. We're prepared. We feel like we're strong, and we're gonna have to show it on Saturday. It doesn't really much matter what people talk about right now.
I mean, it's just hard, this one. Everybody needs a lot of tickets here as well, you know, from the team. Yeah, and then, I mean, it's the final as well, so everybody's bringing people out, but that'll be good. I don't know if we'll get the tickets ahead of time or not. Probably have to leave them at will call. You know, here we got like 6 guys from Southern California, so the tickets are hard to come by here. You got a wheel and deal. I gave Clint some tickets in Texas, get some back here, so it works out.
Yeah, I've already had quite a few ticket requests. I've had quite a few ticket requests from people I haven't spoken to in a long time, which is always interesting. But it's going to be fun to have friends and family in the Rose Bowl, presumably a sold-out Rose Bowl, to play in a final, which is really cool. And as you get older, you kind of realize that there's not too many opportunities to win something. And I've been fortunate enough to be a part of 3 winning Gold Cup teams, but it's not easy. And I realize that you never know when this chance might come again. So that's a big opportunity, and to have your family there too will be really special.
We want to walk through some things on the field, all right? I want to give you a little picture of what it looks like when Mexico starts building out of the back, and sort of how we need to be thinking about things. The use of the 45 minutes is important. You can see the field's in good shape. It's big, okay? You know, full 75 yards wide and probably 120 yards long. So in terms of space and finding the chance to play, that part will be good. It'll make for a good game.
These opportunities don't come along very often in one's career, and nobody remembers who was second best. The only team that will remember is the team that win tomorrow, and that's what makes the final so special, and that's what puts a little added pressure on us. But you know, we're ready for the challenge. This isn't our first final, so we want to hold up that trophy tomorrow, and that's what's motivating us.
I think before the tournament started that most people had penciled in, if not put in pen, that it would be a U.S.-Mexico final, and that's what they got. So we've kind of been expecting that. We've been assuming that would be the case if we got to the final, and now it's here. Good thing is there's no surprises with their team. We know a lot about them. We've watched most of their games during the tournament. We know their players well, and it's just going to be one of those days where it's going to be a great game, and the team that pulls off the bigger plays or the bigger play is going to be the one that succeeds.
It's the people say me it's a hard game against Mexico. Everybody, America and Mexico, everybody wants to win this game and wants to show that he's the better one. I think it's like a little bit like Germany or Holland, and yeah, but tomorrow we can show and what we can see on the pitch who's the better team. And
people want to see this, particularly in LA with a lot of American fans, but obviously a lot of Mexicans that live in the LA area. So people want to see this final, and now they get what they wanted.